The first time I died, nobody knew who I really was. Not because I was a nobody, but because someone else had stolen my life. My name was Lily Carter. I was the founder of a successful tech company worth millions. I built it from a tiny apartment, working day and night for years. Only one person knew every detail of my business journey, my cousin, Sophie. She was the sister I never had. Or so I thought. When the company finally became successful, Sophie slowly began replacing me. She attended meetings for me. She spoke to investors for me. She handled media interviews because I hated public speaking. At first, it seemed harmless. Then one day, an article appeared online. Meet Sophie Carter, the brilliant young entrepreneur behind the fastest growing startup in the country. My stomach dropped. My name wasn't mentioned anywhere. I confronted her. She laughed. Relax. It's good publicity. I wanted to believe her. So I did. Big mistake. Over the next 2 years, she erased me completely. Employees thought she was the founder. Investors believed she created everything. Even my own board members trusted her more than me. Then came the betrayal. One rainy evening, I arrived at company headquarters. Security stopped me. Sorry, ma'am, you're not authorized to enter. I stared at them. What? My access had been revoked. Minutes later, Sophie walked outside, wearing an expensive designer suit. Smiling, holding documents. I convinced the board you're unstable. I couldn't believe it. You stole my company. She shrugged. Can you prove it? Every document had been altered. Every contract had been rewritten. Every credit belonged to her. I lost everything. Months later, depressed and broke, I was crossing a street when a speeding truck ran a red light. The last thing I saw was bright headlights. Then darkness. I opened my eyes. My heart raced. I was alive. The calendar on my bedroom wall showed a date from 10 years earlier. 10 years before my death. 10 years before Sophie stole my identity. I had been reborn. At first, I thought I was dreaming. Then memories flooded back. Every betrayal, every lie, every moment she manipulated me. This time, things would be different. The next day, Sophie arrived at my apartment. Just like before. Cheerful, friendly, fake. Lily, tell me everything about your company idea. I smiled, but I revealed nothing. For the first time, confusion flashed across her face. In my previous life, I had shared every detail. This time, I gave her nothing. Over the following months, I secretly documented everything. Every design, every prototype, every meeting, every email, every invention. I hired lawyers earlier, filed patents earlier, protected ownership earlier. Most importantly, I stopped trusting Sophie. Years passed. The company grew rapidly, just like before, but this timeline was different. One day, Sophie launched a competing company, using my ideas, exactly as she had done in my first life. Only this time, I was ready. I publicly released documents proving I had created everything years earlier. Patents, research files, recorded meetings, signed contracts. The evidence was overwhelming. The internet exploded. News outlets covered the scandal. People discovered Sophie had copied nearly everything. Investors fled her company. Employees resigned. Sponsors disappeared overnight. For the first time, she experienced what she had done to me. Loss, humiliation, fear, A few months later, Sophie requested a meeting. She looked nothing like the confident woman from my first life. Her eyes were tired. Her voice shook. You ruined me. I stared at her. No, I calmly placed a stack of evidence on the table. You ruined yourself. Tears filled her eyes. Please help me. In my first life, I would have forgiven her. Not anymore. I stood up. You stole my future once. I smiled, and I took it back. Then I walked away. 5 years later, my company became one of the largest technology firms in the world. I finally received the recognition I deserved. People knew my name, my story, my work, most importantly, my identity. As for Sophie, she spent years trying to rebuild her reputation. But trust, once broken, is hard to recover. And every time she searched my name online, she saw the truth. The life she tried to steal. The life I reclaimed after rebirth. And that was the perfect revenge.